And tonight, we get to see DeAndre Jordan. Kenny's come along.
"2K Sports" checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. The Nets will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Brooklyn. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
And right now for Brooklyn, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
Abundantly clear. I mean, they can compete with any team in the league, and I think they still have some upside, room for improvement.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, "People are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rap since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor." Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, DA. Thanks. Well, for those teams already expected Clark to go deep into the playoffs around this time of year, how easy do you think it is to just go through the motions and maybe not tighten the screws as much as you should?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I never had the experience of being a player on a playoff team, but I did broadcast a number of the outstanding Pacers teams, and it is tough in the long haul of the season for teams that are fighting for potential championship to stay engaged fully during the regular season. There is a period, and I think most really good teams will admit it, that they aren't as focused because they're excited for the playoffs to start, and they just have to work themselves through those dog days of the regular season.
And now the Lakers starting group. We've got the kid, DeMarcus Cousins, out there with Davis. Then there's Brown, and it's James in at the 3 slot. Now here's LeBron following the shot by Kevin Durant.
You know, after being in the cellar for a few years, the Brooklyn Nets have started to turn things around here. I mean, good young core to build around and add to, and I think things are starting to look up in every department.
And Clark, the Nets during this turnaround, they've done a good job of positioning themselves.
Yeah, you can look at a number of things. One, taking on vets with bad contracts to accumulate assets. 2, went from lacking picks in the draft to having a lot of options. Those things, when you combine them, help you speed up the process of getting better.
The first one falls.
And really no better leader in the NBA than LeBron. The closest thing to a player coach we've had in a long time.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
It's Brown with the drive. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A., and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
No good from Cousins.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Here's James. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, it seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
And the Lakers have possession. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting them, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's the kid, covered by Irving. Up again.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Exactly. I mean, when you lose as much as they did last year, you'll get beat by teams that aren't playoff powers for sure.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Kyrie Irving, number 1.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Durant against LeBron. Outside Durant. On the wing, Irving. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. And the rejection by Cousins.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary. Well, I tell you what, if you're a fan of the Nets, you've got to like the job the front office has done. And they took over the team that was stuck in a quagmire of losing. Now, the fans have some hope as they're building towards success.
And for this Brooklyn front office, they've done a good job with what they started with.
Yeah, and even though they've taken nice small steps forward every season, complacency has to be stiff on and held back. The GM wants to preach impatience and doesn't want the team to feel full or satisfied.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
It's good.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here is Irving. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Here's the kid. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Celtics in Boston.
And you know, Kevin, his creativity really on display that night. I mean, he was threading beautiful passes everywhere.
Nets trail by 8. Irving kicks to Jordan. Outside Durant, fires for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Durant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's the kid. He's covered by Irving. Jordan with the rebound. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Durant, no good.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And he gets the bucket. Durant's got 5 now.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And it's James missing.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot. The defense right on him, you need to get a better shot than that.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's the kid after the basket by Brooklyn. Pulls from the top of the key. Goes back up. And the layup good by Cousins. 6 points for him. Nets trail by 3. Outside Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Lakers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. James in the post, defended by Durant. Here's Davis. Off target from outside. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Here's the kid following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got his second basket. And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job of improving his young players. Also gets the most out of the veterans and teaches them new skills and approaches to their game, which endears him to the players and helps his team.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 1. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And finished off by LeBron.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's Dinwiddie. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Skilled at creating off the drive. Dinwiddie's confidence and focus when he's penetrating, superb.
Here's Davenport. Misses off the right iron. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 45% from the field early. Harris looking it over. Pops it up for Jordan. The feed now to Allen. That's tipped. And Los Angeles guys shooting 45% from the field early.
I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Harris against Brown. Harris passes to Dinwiddie. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 5. Releases. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Well, I think the key was the determination and grit and toughness they played with. You got to be focused to do that, and they were.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
The kid passes to Davis. And stolen by Jordan. And even 3-on-3 break. Knocks it loose. And taken away by Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Dinwiddie. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and he's good on the second. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Here's the kid. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's LeBron. Takes it off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. A great matchup whenever Kevin Durant and LeBron James square off. And KD says it's a friendly rivalry between the two of them.
It's fun. You know, we've battled so many times. And, you know, someone I respect and someone that respects me. I think that's what you want as a player, is, you know, the highest level.
Well, Greg, arguably the best 2 players in the game.
You could make that case. LeBron has occupied that top perch, but KD, a little younger, he wants to inherit the title.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
We've got Allen. He's out there with Jordan. Caruch is out there with Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg, by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
The Lakers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. On the free throw, no good. Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind, Clark?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as his. Harden. Harden is terrific off the dribble with the drive or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not of the ilk of those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with the live dribble.
To the inside, and slam dunk by Allen.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And that one drops. That's 12 points for LeBron.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Over in the corner, Allen. And stolen by James. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 4 assists in the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Timeout called, the Nets. Durant's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hunter's checked in for Brown. Nets trail by 6. Out to the wing. Durant in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Durant's got 8 points.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
LeBron outside. And Allen with the block. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And the Nets, another three.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
LeBron up top. 12 points for him. Pass to Cousins. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Shots good by Durant. He's got 10.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
LeBron outside. And finished off by Davis.
And that's what you like to see from James, involving his teammates, a terrific passer who enjoys setting the table.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside Rondo. James outside. Pass to Hunter. 6 to shoot. Good on the triple. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Davis against Durant. Over Davis. And too long on the shot.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
LeBron outside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And even 3-on-3 break. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kevin Durant.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. Just got to marvel at his greatness.
Inside, it's deflected. Hunter. Some solid defense from Harris.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Pass to Karuch. To the paint. Allen kicks to Dinwiddie. Fades. Durant, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Here's Hunter, guarded by Harris. That one good for 2. Hunter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Dinwiddie.
I can't find an excuse for letting Dinwiddie get this positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you're toast.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys.
It does. And so he makes both from the line.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Irving kicks to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Durant's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Here's Hunter. No good there. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
To the paint, here's Davis. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. 6 points for him. Back to Durant. Here's the three. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Here's Hunter. He's covered by Irving. Hunter the pass to Cousins. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And, you know, even when the defense is on him and Cousins is well guarded, he still gets it done. Excellent footwork, good hands and strength, and he stays focused when he's in the paint near the rim.
And it's Davis missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Passes it to Durant. And contact down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Shea comes in for Anthony Davis. Hicks kicks to McGee. Here's Hicks, defended by Durant. Hicks can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 3. Pass to Durant. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Well, this is something that Kobe has said in the past with the Lakers organization. It is championship or bust.
Well, I think they need that type of culture and mentality to have a chance to win championships. I believe the Lakers have done a good job of maintaining that mentality throughout the years.
Hunter's check in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making a shot. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Outside Irving. Durant against Kuzma. There's Hollis Jefferson, and they call the foul. So he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Nets have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Green. That free throw good for Hollis Jefferson.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Here's Hicks. Got a piece of Irving with the steal. It's 3 on 3 on the fast break. Opposite to Jordan. And that's over.
Highlight TV play all the way.
I thought the pass looked good and it was so short. I like the initiative and the intent.
And So it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
Intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Our guys are in a great rhythm. We have a great tempo. So just trying to get right by ball and whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great radio, Dave. And we'll be back in the third quarter of basketball following halftime. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You have to love a team that pound the offensive glass. That's going to gain extra possession. Check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chance than your opponent wins the basketball.
Shaq, what's your takeaway on the Lakers?
They are like how they make contact. Do the same second half, and they broke, fix it. But the running on offense, the whole drive, that, get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
And it's about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
I'll get back, folks. And we've got second half for you. About to start pretty evenly contested game. A game we're seeing Kevin Durant.
They've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really leading 4 shots here so far.
I like how they set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this, so there's no rush. They'll still say, we're keeping it up about 45.
So it's making things it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 4. So for the Lakers right now. Kyle Kuzma is out with a hit. There's one money. And it's Kevin in the
They take one drop. That's one of their first 4 here and the third.
full time on the way. He's not sure good, a bit short.
He has been cold for a while. And he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team. He's also forced to shoot.
Brown is checked in the lake. Jefferson outside Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Kuzma. A rebound by the Nets. Hollis Jefferson got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic. It's slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride it is and his speed, lethal combination.
Here's the kid. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 4. Here's Brown. Running from the wing.
And he should thank this for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And that's leading by 6. Here's LeVert. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. Good on the shot. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just lead his own team to become the player he's become. And then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead. Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And it was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Upper Hat. Brooklyn Nets changes. Harris checked in for Durant, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. The second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Irving has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
You know what? He's just throwing the play right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The dish to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against the Lakers.
Boy, he just keeps coming at you. Hollis Jefferson, so energetic.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
Here's Brown. A beautiful reverse layup. Brown's got 13.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. And sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. 13 points in the game. Outside Irving. Over Aklebu. And again, it's the Nets missing. And with Hollis Jefferson in his defense, he's not only strong, but he's versatile with whom he can guard.
Yeah, I mean, RHJ has great length, and at 6'7", he can guard almost every position on the floor. Strong on the glass, even though he's often undersized in his matchup. RHJ is anything but an average player, and I really love how effective he's become on both ends. And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And it's Irving missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's the Kid, covered by Irving. The Kid passes to McGee. Count that one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Irving. Hits from the high post. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Here's the Kid, covered by Irving, and they call an illegal screen here. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the 76ers. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And checking out Brooklyn, 3 spots below.
And right now for the Nets, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
Abundantly clear. I mean, they can compete with any team in the league, and I think they still have some upside, room for improvement. Kevin, it certainly hasn't been for lack of effort, but still, his team needs him to do more out there.
Here's Dinwiddie. 9 points in the game so far. Irving finds Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Brown outside. The 10-footer. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, it's been a long time coming for Nets fans, but starting this offseason, Brooklyn will actually own their own draft pick.
I hope for all Nets fans, they can avoid this situation for a long time.
And the first one drops. Brooklyn making some changes. Allen comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Caruge is subbed in for Harris. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hunter's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Irving. They grab their own miss. Hollis Jefferson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Brown.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
And the first one at the line is good. And Rondae Hollis Jefferson, one of the rare wing players, Clark, who can't really threaten from outside, but he makes up for it with his defense.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, this guy is unafraid of anybody. He's 6'7", he's athletic, he's strong, he's aggressive and smart. There's nobody he gets matched up with that he doesn't think he can lock up.
To the left wing. Here's Big Smooth. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Brown kicks to Davis. Over Allen. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. They swipe it. Outside Irving. And there's the pass to Durant. They get a hand on it. Here's Hunter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
LeVert's checked in for the Nets. James checked in for Los Angeles. And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. Passes it to Durant. 1:37 left to play here in the third. LeVert the pass to Durant. And Davis sends it back. Brown right side. Trying to get open is Davis, and it's Brown missing. The Nets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. That free throw good from Durant.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
LeBron kicks to Hunter. Pass to Agüero from deep. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Durant. Down low, and Allen slams it in.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to.
Now here's James. He's guarded closely. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Shots good by Durant.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
They get it again. Here's Davis. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now Irving. 15 points in the game. Pass to Durant. Over Agüero. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Lakers trail by 7. Durant is out there with Allen. Then there's Irving. And it's LeVert in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Cousins. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
Here's LeVert, covered by LeBron. LeVert the pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Here's Irving. He sinks the 11-footer. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Irving. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. He dishes it to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's LeVert. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's James outside. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've held a 12-point lead early. And it's LeVert missing. Lakers trail by 5. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And the pass to Kuzma. He's looking for James and finds him. Ball's knocked loose. 3 on 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. To the middle.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. And Brooklyn making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Outside, Davis. The 8-footer. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
On defense, the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Irving finds Durant.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And Cousins gets it to go. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. I mean, of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
There's a check in for DeAndre Jordan. Nets leading by 3. And here's Irving. Takes the 13-footer, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Lakers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. LeBron passes to Davis. Six to shoot. And he drops it in from the low post. Davis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Nets with the lead. It's Durant on the wing. Hollis Jefferson finds Durant, and the shot goes in. Durant's got 30.
I'll tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
LeBron passes to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab and make sure that he can get back to doing what he does best.
Allen's checked in for Harris. The Lakers also with a sub. The kid, he's checked in for Hunter.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Irving dishes to Durant. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Oh!
Not many players in the league can play at that elevation. I mean, Hollis Jefferson putting on the show. A high wire act.
James, count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Money. There shaves a few points off the lead. And the later we get into this game, the more you're going to see him attacking the basket.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Brown's checked in. James, no good on the free throw. The Nets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And it's blocked by Brown to tie it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That free throw, no good.
And he has been grinding away to get himself to the line. It hasn't always turned into points, but he's doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
He hits the second from the line. And the Nets with possession here. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's Durant on the wing. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Allen. The Nets working the ball around now. Now, here is Irving. He's tightly guarded. Hollis Jefferson, good.
He is out there for his defense. But as quiet as it's kept, Hollis Jefferson making an impact with his scoring, too.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Davenport.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
LeVert the pass to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it from 20. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Back to Brown. Picked off in midair. With some arc. And it's blocked by Brown.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Here's the kid, covered by Irving. From deep, James. That shot off the mark. Durant with some nice deep. Over James. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Lakers with possession here. Here's the kid. He kicks it to Cousins. Excellent D there from Allen.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Here's Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And another area where they've separated themselves, guys, is at the foul line. I mean, those extra points are starting to add up.
And he can't get the first one. There's a check in for the Nets. And he sinks the second.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Brooklyn trailing. Irving with the ball. Kicks to Harris. Pass to Durant. A three-pointer is right on target. Durant's got 11 in the second half.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Timeout called the Lakers. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Cousins. Over Harris. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Yeah, and Cousins never shy when his team needs a game-changing basket.
Irving surveying the floor. It's Durant on the wing. Covered by LeBron. James with some nice D.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on DeAndre Jordan. David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Nets let me know the status. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
Shoots from 12. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Leading by 5. On the wing, James. The pass to Davenport. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 8. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Durant. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Connects on the 9-footer. Durant's got 35 in the game.
You know, you're not going to block KD's jumper. You just hope to throw it off target, but nope, not that time.
The kick out to LeBron. Here's Davenport. No good with the triple. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Here's Irving. A rebound by the Lakers. And an intentional foul right there.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 8. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And Brown drops them both.
Boy, so calm, composed. Love how he took his time and drained the important free throws. Big time stuff there.
And here's Harris from the arc. No good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it was a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.